Alright guys, here we are at the new job. This is the first stage of the new job. Basically this is an old house, built in the 40s I think, I might be wrong. Because it's so old, it was never insulated properly. So all these external walls have just got plasterboard and then the cladding that's on the outside. And if you look at these windows too, they're very, very thin and they let out a lot of heat. So we're starting with that room there that we were just in this room. We're going to take off this plasterboard and re-insulate the walls and then put all new plasterboard on and replace the trim. So it looks like it's been recently worked on. That's some pretty new plasterboard. Hard to tell really, could be between 10 and 2 years. But if you look at the window, it's like a Rimu frame, which is native timber in New Zealand. You can tell it's an old building when it has a Rimu window frame. And it looks like some pine's been added on. Perhaps it was an old timber window and they added the aluminium. But if you look on the outside, you got your weatherboard cladding. And the windows out there. Alright, now you can see the inside of the wall, which is also the back of the cladding. It's very likely Rimu weatherboards on a Rimu frame. Pretty much can't do that anymore because Rimu costs a fortune. We found a little bird's nest. Looks old though. Alright guys, we just spent the last little while getting the dust under control. You can see we've ripped off this wall here and this wall here. All the skirting, all the architraves, the quarter rounds that are up there, popped them off. And we vacuumed all the dust that was inside the wall frames. I think when you do work like this, the best thing you can do is get the dust under control as soon as possible because, you know, people are living in this house, so if you don't, it's very easy for the dust to travel through the hallways, travel everywhere just by being in the room. So we try to vacuum as much as we can. If you do renovations, you'll know that that is a very crucial tool to have. So dust control, dust management, very important. Check this out by the way. Have you ever seen a timber conduit? Look at that. That's the PowerPoint. And that's sort of tacked on. And I think there's like a rebate in the batten that's around the other side. And the cable runs through the rebate. Then they nail on. It's kind of just a timber version of what they do now with plastic conduits. Tell you what mate, it's the level of waste that upsets me. Look what was inside the wall. A full box of matches.
That's disgusting.
That is just diabolical. Pyromaniac.
Oh,
what the heck.
so easy, bro.
Unbelievable. Look, someone's written a note.
Oh, really? That's the favorite alphabet.
Bro, it's Māori. Oh no, Malo. Is that Samoan? Written in Samoan maybe?
Does it have a date?
I can't see a date. $1.50. I can't see a date, but this is like an old Tongan newspaper and it's in colour, so. But it's got a very old Coca-Cola ad there. The things you find in walls there. Alright. So now that we've vacuumed all the walls and took all the old jib out, we are using building wrap. And as you can see here, Paito is stapling it inside the wall frame. This isn't traditionally what building wrap is for. Usually it's on the outside of the wall frame, but the cladding is on. You know, the ideal situation would be to take the cladding off, wrap it, and then come inside. The main reason that we're putting this on is to protect the insulation that we are installing. there we go, we got some insulation. We put it in this partition wall because they want some sort of soundproofing between the two bedrooms. And the external wall for obvious reasons. They want to be insulated from the elements. So this is the method that we've been using for a lot of renovations with this old timber cladding, this old Remu cladding, Remu framing. It's been there 70 years, and we just put the paper barrier there so moisture doesn't wick into the insulation. So this method isn't as desirable as, you know, taking the cladding off and putting a proper vapor barrier there and then coming to the other side and insulating. But obviously that comes with a cost that is just completely in another realm. So this is like the next best thing. Maybe if you guys have some other methods of what you would do in this situation, I'd love to hear it. I'm always keen to learn. And here you get a better sense of the, you hear the audio change? You get a better sense of the paper here without the insulation in it. And then in the morning we'll finish the insulation and get some plasterboard on. Bye, Pardo.
Peace out, homie. Don't forget this.
Okay, I'll take it to the van.
Don't
Thank
forget
you.
this too. You got those houses you have to break into.
Oh yeah, fuck, you're not meant to tell them about that. Alright, that's day one on the new job. All went to plan. Everything's nice and tidy. Got all my gear. I might end the episode here and catch you guys tomorrow where we do some plasterboard.